15 reasons why money is becoming worthless. Dear audience, welcome back to another marvelous episode of the most diversified channel on YouTube. I'm your host, and today I will share something so alarming that might shake you a little bit. So brace yourself, because I am going to tell you 15 reasons why money is becoming worthless in no time. Sounds crazy? It is indeed. Let's check out the truth behind it. The financial system across the globe is changing. In other words, you can say that a revolution in the global economy is happening. Tangible coins or paper notes are slowly becoming obsolete and worthless. People all over the world are very much into the virtual world right now, and instant access to the bank account or instant transaction made them less interested in traditional money. But how did it happen? How can something like money be worthless? Well, some key factors play a significant role here. There is nothing that can support it. The previous system used to be that every country could only print as much money as the amount of gold they have in their reserve. But in 1971, Richard Nixon withdrew their currency off the gold standard. Due to this withdrawal, the United States just got the ticket for printing as much money as they liked to, without having any governing body over it. Money started to have a negative interest rate. Honestly, this is not something new, but the intensity this time is something that no one has seen before. Suppose you deposited 100,000 US dollars in your bank account at the time of maturity, or whenever you went to withdraw your capital, you got a bit less money, whereas it was meant to be more than what you deposited. Such things are getting contaminated in every bank across the world. All the countries in the world succumbed to debt. I know, it is freaking unbelievable, but a bitter truth. It looks like the whole planet is currently in debt of around 365% of global GDP, or 280 trillion US dollars. You might be thinking, if every country is in debt, who owns this much amount of money? It is you or me, the whole population, the startups and businesses. 280 trillion US dollars is the collective amount of the service delivered by these businesses or populations which went unpaid. To date, the world is getting succumbed more to debts without having any idea of how to recover them. A secret contingency plan some heavyweight governments are making includes a catastrophic global event that would shake the world and let everything start afresh. That way, debt won't be paid, but it would be forgotten. The US government is printing money just according to their wish. By doing this, the circulation of the US dollar in the global market has increased by nearly 40% over the last couple of years. The process is going like this. They will print as much money as they wish and just dump them into their economy. Now, this is a crazy idea, both for the nation and its people, which is going to broadly influence the world economy, including the stock market. The government is giving people money just for free. It is like they don't care, and they are giving it away. Previously, several other countries like Venezuela, Zimbabwe, or Romania already tried this trick of printing as much money as they want to boost up their economy and make people rich overnight. But according to the law of economy, that did not work. Rather, a giant wave of hyperinflation shook them hard. It just completely breaks the infrastructure of the economic condition of a country. The US is probably also approaching that fate. The government is pushing everyone to put their money in assets that are inflated. It may sound pretty good to you, but it won't if you analyze the situation and foresee what fate of the market. You are getting encouraged by many official sources that you need to invest your money, not in banks, but the assets, such as real estate. But you see, the real estate market itself is inflated quite a lot. The crucial fact is, it is not the value of the real estate that hiked. It is the value of the US dollar that got lowered. In no time, if you guys suddenly start putting money in all this real estate, the price of it will jump sky high. But you won't get any return, because there won't be any money to return. In the modern world, money is not real. What do you think happens when you transfer money from one bank account to another? Does any amount of money get transferred? Hell no! It never happens. The thing works like this. When you transfer money, you just get to see the numbers getting changed on your screen, and on the receiving end too. The recipient sees the numbers in his or her accounts getting changed. That's it. Real money never changes its place. Rather, due to this transaction, you get charged for some amount of money. So, as you can see, money is nothing but some numbers on the screen. It is not even real anymore. The market of cryptocurrency is gradually getting the grip of the global economy. Cryptocurrency, or Bitcoin, is not approved by any governments so far, because it is a highly volatile market with significant risk factors associated. There is no governing body that is allowed to supervise this market or control it. It just runs on public sentiment. But a lot of companies are not investing in bitcoins. Moreover, as the governments are approaching some inflation, they are thoroughly losing reliability. That is why the companies, to save themselves, are now putting the money in the Bitcoin market. Apart from that, every time the US government goes for printing money, you are getting robbed of your assets a little bit without you knowing. But the cryptocurrency was introduced in the market to equalize the economy of the world, irrespective of any Federal Reserve. Traders and hedge funds are abusing the whole finance. It might sound pretty offensive to all of you, because a lot of you are investors and traders, but still the truth needs to be told. Traders or hedge funds just make themselves rich. They get even richer day by day, but their contribution to financing or society in this process is a big zero. In this system, you are allowed to sell the things you don't even own just for sake of making a profit. This is crazy. Stock market used to reflect the original situation of the economy, but those days are history. Take a pretty close look at the chart of the stock market of the last couple of years. Due to the pandemic, the global market collapsed. Businesses, startups, ventures, all these collectively lost around $20 trillion globally. But the stock market chart was significantly booming. There was an initial crash, but then it recovered and made all-time highs subsequently. How is this possible? The economy was on the verge of collapse, but the stock market was rising high. It doesn't make any sense. The world market is in the favor of riches. Currently, we are dealing with the seller's market most of the time. The problem is that it is the rich persons to whom the assets or things which are prone to sell belong. That is why they are setting the price range as per their wish. It is no surprise that they won't set the price lower. But if you want to stay in the market, you have to pay them a lot of money. It is just the beginning. The price of everything has already started to shoot through the roof. Even the less significant things are going to cost higher in no time. Brace yourself. Fractional reserve banking. Are you familiar with this term? Let me tell you in brief. A lot of people go to take loans from banks for various purposes, but the bank doesn't even have so much money to sanction all these loans. Then how do they approve the loans? Banks have the permission to lend out money around 10 times the amount they own. Suppose a bank has $1 million in cash, which means it can lend out loans up to $10 million. So this extra $9 million became just the imaginary money that never was there. But they will count interest on it, and that will be real money which you will pay. UBI, also known as Universal Basic Income, is another utopian concept which is flawed from its top to bottom. When the majority got the permission to vote itself a higher pay, people are going to vote whichever party promises a higher UBI. If it happens, you will be submerged in a financial spiral that is just one step away from getting collapsed. There is nothing such as infinite growth. It is just a dream or a blindfold for the investors. If you got limited resources, you can opt out for a cost-effective way to manage them. But infinite growth in them is just a fantasy. Let's discuss this with an example. Suppose you have a well-known company. The global investors put their money in your company because you promised 15% profit at the end of the year. But in 2019, the economic growth rate was merely around 2.36%, even before the pandemic. Now, you do your math and tell me, how is infinite growth possible here? Earth has come to its end and we are setting out for Mars. It is not sci-fi now, it is real. The time for leaving this planet is not very far, but my point is, will everybody visit their bank, withdraw millions of cash, dump them in a suitcase and go to Mars? It would be an insane massacre then. The more likely thing to happen is everything will be converted into bitcoins. Even there might be a system to commit transactions between Earth and Mars using crypto. It means tangible money will be outdated and just some stupid piece of paper. As you can see, the traditional way the economy worked is gone. Liquidity is almost a myth. Money is slowly becoming worthless. As per the financial analysts, the market is going to collapse in the near future and everything will be digitized. There will be assets, but no tangible paper notes anymore. Are you ready for this? What's on your mind? Let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, subscribe to us and thank you for watching it till the end. We'll meet you soon in our next. Good day.